It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Shotgun now from Murray. That's caught by Chosen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 3rd and a yard. He had a man open. Missed it. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught, and he will have a Dolphins first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Sanders on for the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. There he goes, right side. Room to run at the 50. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Prescott now. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And again, it's Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 124 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Option play, here's Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Pollard will take it up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ramsey brought him down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Second and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down, Cowboys.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Berrios now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.